How's it going, everyone? Today's episode of The Function is brought to you by our friends at Bluehost.com. Whether you're starting up your own small business, already have a successful business, or you just want to showcase your own personal brand or side project, you're going to need a website, which means you'll need somewhere to host that site. That's where Bluehost comes in. Now, some of you may be saying, but Elliot, I don't know anything about website hosting. Well, guess what? You don't have to. Bluehost is the best website hosting platform out on the internet right now, and it's super easy to use. You don't need to know anything about coding or website design to set it up. Colin and I have used this for our previous business's website, and I currently use it for my own personal site, ElliottGreenwood.com, and it takes minutes to set up, and it's super easy to use and figure out. So if you go to bluehost.com/track/thefunction, that's bluehost.com/track/thefunction, you can start hosting your site for only $4 a month. And with that, you get a free domain name for a year, and you get a free SSL certificate, which is basically just a way of saying your website will be more secure than without it. It's super easy to set up, like I just said. It doesn't take much to understand. So if you go to bluehost.com/track/thefunction, you can get all of that for only $4 a month. Thanks for listening and supporting us, and we really hope you enjoyed it.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to episode 45 of Ark Survival Evolved Gameplay Let's Play. We're here with Elliott XX Sniper 123 Greenwood, and me I don't know. All right, this joke's done. Anyway, what's up, guys?
Welcome back to The Function. That was Colin's. That was what Colin's gonna do if this podcast doesn't work out. He's actually just gonna do an Ark YouTube channel.
Yeah. Ark Survival Evolved. If you don't know what that game is, it's like 5 years old at this point, but you know, come on, it's kind of sick. Also, I destroyed my phone yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
That was insane. I was just like looking. I was like, did you really break? That had to be new. And
well,
it was.
Yeah. So what happened was, I was sitting at my desk. I went to lift my phone, and I dropped it on the floor, and it shattered into a million pieces, and now it's pretty much unusable. Can't even play music. So,
That's awful.
Yeah, it was like a 2-foot drop. I was like, you fucking serious?
That's why you gotta have a screen protector, dude.
I know.
You of all people
Dude,
need one.
Look at this. I'm gonna open this drawer right here. I have, well, maybe not that drawer.
For all of our audio listeners, which is all of you, Colin just opened up the drawer that was the wrong drawer.
It was the wrong drawer.
It was.
Look at that right there. I got a thing of screen protectors, literally like 4 of them, and I just don't have them on.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'm
It's
stupid.
terrible.
It's my fault. But
yeah,
I'm
that is your fault.
But I'm gonna use this as an excuse to buy a new phone. So
Is your
Do you know
phone that old?
it's 3 years old, 4 years old.
Okay, then yeah.
iPhone XR is like $500.
That's isn't that just like the 10 but with cheaper
Yeah,
parts? Yeah.
yeah, which
That's
is
just
ridiculous.
like that's the 10 version of the SE.
Yeah, literally SC, right?
SE.
What was the SE?
The SE was like the
I thought it was the C.
it was
The
the
5C.
C.
Oh,
But
was there a
then
new
the
C?
SE was like the
Okay.
was like the iPhone 7's version of the C.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want first of all, I don't want the giant screen anymore. I'm kind of tired of that.
You don't like the giant screen?
No, not really.
I
no,
like-
not even. It's not
I
the
like
screen.
this screen, but I don't necessarily need it to be bigger.
I don't want the body, like the big old forehead and chin. I don't want that anymore.
Oh, you want like infinity screen?
Yeah, like I just
Kind
want
of like my laptop. My laptop, I like how
yeah,
there's
or like any phone made after 2018.
Oh yeah, duh. I forgot. They don't have those anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I kind of now that I know how face what's it called, the face lock scan thing.
Yeah.
Boy. Now that I can use that and I know how to just swipe between apps. Yeah, I'm on board too. I probably need a new one as well.
Yeah, I just at this point I'm just like I've spent almost more money on screens for this phone than the phone is worth. No, I've definitely spent more money than the phone is worth, but I've almost spent as much as the phone was worth when it was brand new. I've gotten I think 4 new screens for this. 3 of them cost.
Do you have Apple Care?
No. Really should have it.
Yeah, you definitely
really should have
it. It does not make sense for me to have Apple Care.
Yeah. I mean, I break it like once a year. It's pretty consistent.
No, I've broken my phone once ever.
I throw my phone around like it is.
I throw my phone around. I not as much as you do.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I literally throw my phone. I picked it up today when it was already destroyed and at risk of being completely broken. I picked it up and threw it to my other hand, and I almost missed it. And I was like, "Why am I doing this to myself?"
You're doing the what Neil deGrasse Tyson does of why he doesn't have a case.
Except
he tries to train his hand to have quicker reaction time.
Right, but I'm just not as skilled as him, I think.
Oh, one thing is, the one time I broke my phone was like the literal whole reason that I got AirPods. I had the wired plug-in earphones, and they were in a pair of shorts that I had, but they had like shitty pockets, and it fell out, and I guess the way it hit the floor, like, had the plug been something to where my phone wouldn't charge.
Oh, that's awful.
So yeah, I had to go. So then I was like, well, one way to avoid this after getting my phone fixed, I'm just gonna buy AirPods and never plug earphones in ever again. So that's what I did.
Nice.
And now I can just feel how poor everyone else is that doesn't have. Well, it's at the time it was great. But
at this point
everyone has AirPods now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, last time I broke it, I broke the front and back camera as well.
How do you
I don't know.
that?
I have no. The entire screen was off like the body of the phone. That's the other thing. I think I broke the body of the phone to where it's like bent, so screens always pop out. I can't like have a screen stay in my phone. It always pops out. Like, see how it's like this?
Yeah.
For those audio listeners, imagine a phone where the screen is not in the phone.
Imagine the phone is somebody else's face, and whatever Colin did is Mike Tyson punching them in the face.
Yeah.
Because that's what it looks like.
It's destroyed. Anyway, so the last time I broke it, I broke the back camera and the front camera, and they were like, "Hey, dude, that's like $250 to replace that back camera, like with the screen." And I was like, "Oh, still cheaper than a new phone, I guess." So I paid for it, but that was like a year ago, and so I definitely didn't get my money's worth out of that.
No, you didn't.
So, yeah, I should maybe be more careful.
Yeah. Oh, I want to, real quick before we move on, I want to apologize about how fucking stupid we are.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that we had probably an hour and 15 of audio recorded, and then
funny stuff too.
22. Yeah, it was pretty solid. I guess it kind of did. It take out a lot of the chaotic part of the beginning, or did it get all of that?
No, it got all of the chaos.
God damn it.
Especially the Josh Allen part where everyone's
I
talking.
hate Josh Allen now.
Yeah,
because
fuck Josh Allen. Well, add him to the list.
Yeah, I guess we got to add him to the list of who we fucking
friends,
hate.
Office.
Also, I'm really pissed
Josh
that
Allen.
we just figured this out, and we're still having the same issue, but we're watching it to make sure it doesn't happen. But that's besides the point. Anyway, I'm excited about this episode. So, the TikTok drama has continued.
Okay, so I don't know anything about it. Fill me in.
What was the last stuff that you remember?
Just from last week, the Microsoft.
So Twitter announced that they were looking at joining the race.
Nice.
But here's the issue. Twitter is worth $30 billion.
Okay.
And that's their public market cap.
Yeah.
ByteDance, I think, is valued at like $60 billion. So I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
It's not like Microsoft that's just sitting on like $160 billion in cash and can easily buy this all cash.
Maybe, I don't know. I can't imagine their user base has that much value to TikTok.
Well, that was the thing, is the reason Twitter kind of joined, or Twitter's biggest issue right now is financing, but they're wanting to scoop this up because they're like, yeah, the whole reason TikTok exists is because we shut down Vine.
What?
Think about it. The reason TikTok originally really started taking on steam.
Twitter bought Vine. I forgot.
Yeah. Well, they shut it down, but I think the whole reason TikTok started becoming popular is people missed Vine.
Right.
And this is just what filled that void.
Yeah, except it doesn't, but that's for another discussion.
It does to the core Vine audience.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
I'm not that. I was never huge on Vine, so I mean.
Anyway.
So it was that. And then also an article that happened while we were setting up is that TikTok just went through and was just backdooring so many things security-wise that just violated everything. And I'm not going to read through all this, but yeah, no, it was insane. And then I guess the yeah, that's really about it with that. And it's
Well,
just somebody else I think joined in and wanted to buy it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure exactly if Twitter can buy them, but if I'm any public company in the whole world, based on what you said about Microsoft, I'm just about to create a company, have it go public tomorrow, and then be like, I'm gonna buy TikTok.
Twitter
and then
should
make
just-
$3 billion.
Okay, well, first off, that's a SPAC. That's exactly what that is.
What is that?
It stands for special purpose acquisition company. It's
That's me.
basically where you just go public and raise a bunch of money, and the whole purpose of your company is it's a shell company, and it's just going to buy another company.
Cool.
That's all it does.
Yeah.
So
I just meant
those
as
are
in-
no, you could do that right now. Those are going crazy. That is literally where all of the money in IPOs are being raised right now.
Wow. Well, I'm just thinking in terms of like if everyone freaks out and your stock shoots up if you announce that you're buying TikTok, I'm just gonna announce that I'm buying TikTok.
Well, the thing that's really funny though that I did see that I did forget to mention is the internet is kind of trolling Bill Gates because he basically was like TikTok is cancer and Microsoft does not need it to defame its brand, and he
Wow.
he was like this doesn't seem like a good acquisition.
Maybe he just hates TikTok. Maybe he's
Maybe.
just like this is just lame. Maybe he's just like it's not really
Probably
I like
because-
Vine more. Maybe he's just OG Viner. He's like, dude, it's nothing like Vine.
He's like we're only buying it if we make TikTok 6 seconds.
Yeah. Oh man. Thanks, Bill Gates. That's why he's the best billionaire or
Or
whatever.
William.
Yeah. Old William Waits.
William.
That's what they
Waits.
call him.
We're sports guys now, apparently.
Yeah. I'm not.
Sports. Oh, I'm not either. But sports are on in our living room all the time. Our roommates are actually watching sports right now. That's why we can't record in our living room.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I really enjoy hockey. I really enjoy having sports on, you know. But I think the problem is now I feel like I want to get engaged in sports conversations, and that's when I realize that I am woefully unprepared for that sort of thing.
See, sorry, go on.
I'm like, yeah, I know that one player. And they're like, oh yeah, remember this that happened this year and whatever. I'm like, no, not at all. I don't remember any of that. I wasn't even there. Like I wasn't watching sports whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I just like now as I realized it helps to just be a really engaged fake sports fan. I try and put on the appearance of being a sports fan and knowing what I'm talking about. But anytime anyone who actually watches sports and tries to engage in conversation with me, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm just good at bullshitting at the point to where I can like make it last.
I need
longer.
to make a Quizlet of like famous athletes and their sport and like one thing they're famous for.
Okay, I probably know more than you do,
Yeah.
but I just don't watch the sports.
Yeah.
Like I'm still aware.
I'm not at all. I'm like, I mean, I know like things that happen that are like big, and I know names. I'll be like, yeah, I've heard of that person. But
Yeah,
I'm
like
I have
the
no
only
idea who they
reason
play
I
for.
knew who Giannis was is because he has been mentioned in every fucking rap song since end of 2019.
I know him from Twitter.
I haven't even seen him on Twitter, but
I don't know him from Twitter. I mean, I just know that like people
yeah.
talk about him on Twitter a lot.
Blake lost $40 yesterday because of him.
Why? What happened? What was it? What was he
Blake
bet
bet $40 that the Bucks were gonna win and beat the Raptors,
on?
and Giannis, their best player,
Mhm.
went to the dentist, so he had to leave the bubble.
Bro.
And he like made the same. It was like day of. He was
Oh
like, "Yeah, I'm
my
gonna go to
God.
the dentist," and then left the bubble and couldn't play.
Dude,
So, so because of that, they lost by like 30 points.
that's so fucked up.
so
that's
Blake
hilarious.
was so pissed.
Dude, yeah, that's fucked up.
And then he's got $50 on the Suns tonight, so we'll see if that also pans out or not.
Phoenix.
Yeah, you got that there.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So basically, if you're wondering what's going on in the Function household, half of us started a podcast, and the other are degenerate sports gamblers now. So
Well,
that's
all
what's
four
going
of us
on.
are degenerate sports gamblers. Some of them know what they're doing. No. Yeah, but yeah. So on the UFC fight, this past weekend.
I did not watch that at all. Please fill me in.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch anything except for the main event.
This one was not nearly as promoted as much as the last one was. I
Yeah.
feel like. I guess
I feel
because
like
it was
it
like
wasn't
the
either.
first one back.
It was the perfect fight though. It was like this huge dude, enormous guy, like an absolute beast,
Like
from
Hugh
America,
Mungus.
humongous, yeah. Fighting a Russian.
Fucking love
And
the
the-
Russians.
Yeah, Russian guy was like more of a wrestler. And the American guy, I don't know. He was huge. I guess that was his thing, being huge. And he just, leveraged that. Anyway, so I put $10 on him because he was huge. That was it. I just went by weight.
Wait, I didn't know you actually bet it.
Yeah, against Matt.
Oh, okay. You bet against Matt. I thought you like straight up created a Bovada account.
No.
Bought Bitcoin and then.
Anyway, it was looking very bad after the first round. Like, this guy, he felt just outclassed because the guy was like, he put him on the ground and it was like, uh-oh, it's over. This guy's going to get destroyed. But then, next round, comes in, flying knee, and then just destroys this guy. Guy's almost dead. And then Mr. Herb was like, hey, stop that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So did you win?
Yeah, it was the perfect fight. That's all I want to see. I want to see TKO. I want to see someone need some blood, some guts.
Yeah, I need some I don't know guts. I need to see some like the Jose Aldo from the last one where it was just like he is just slamming this dude's head on the fucking mat. Yeah. And there was so much blood.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like it,
Yeah, I
don't wish it on someone. But if I'm paying for a fight, which I'm not, if I were to pay for a fight, that's what I'd be like, let me get my money's worth.
I just thought it was funny because
it's free for me.
That fight, after that happened, they just like they didn't like deeply clean it. They just like wiped it up to make sure it wasn't wet.
That's disgusting to me.
And well, yeah, they got other fights to run, but I thought it was funny because like Lucy just expected that they were going to completely clean the.
Well, I thought they would. I don't know.
I mean, they'll probably like wipe it up so it's not slippery and then like spray sanitization on it, but they're not gonna like deep clean it to get the blood out of the mat.
Yeah, I guess.
They probably throw each mat away because the UFC is making so much fucking money now.
Yeah, that's honestly probably true.
You just see their eBay page every couple months. We've got a new octagon up for sale, used octagon.
It's so much blood on it.
Conor McGregor's blood is right here. $30,000. Actually,
just take a syringe of his DNA and then I'd clone him, and that would be my son. Anyway.
Baby McGregor.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'd be like, make a clone. Never mind. Okay. Anyway.
Saturday was fun though.
Yeah.
We got some sick pictures. Got to go hang out on the roof downtown.
Yep.
Downtown BR.
That was dope. Some real cute ones coming at the Instagram. Go follow it if you don't.
Kind of makes me wish that we did more stuff and like I kind of like the big city vibe, even though Baton Rouge is not a big city.
Not at all.
It's just like the rooftop parties. I think that's cool.
In general, just the
general
idea
vibe,
of rooftop. Anything on a rooftop. I'm a big roof guy. I know you know this.
Yeah, that's true.
But always been a big roof guy. And yeah, it's excellent up there. This is the first roof I haven't gotten on in like the first couple of days.
This roof looks like it needs to be replaced though, so I'm a little scared
of this roof. And also I feel like there's, I don't know, just not as cool. It's very low. It's a low house.
Yeah.
But
did you see the Bernie Elon beef that happened on Twitter?
That was hilarious. That
was
continuation. We can't stop talking about Elon Musk. He just keeps doing awesome things.
I never want to. He's staying relevant just because I think for how rich he is, he's the most down to earth person.
Yeah, he keeps doing dope shit, so I'm gonna keep talking about him.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Elon Musk got in a fucking huge just like throwdown,
literal
with Bernie,
Twitter beef.
Because Bernie talked about how he wanted to tax the richest billionaires, and it was just like, yeah, he wanted Elon Musk cut was $27.5 billion that he have to pay.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was his
60
or 70 or whatever.
75 or 70ish, but I remember Bezos was like fucking 50 billion.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's very complicated. And here's why I think that. For someone like what is his name? Oracle's
Larry Ellison.
Who is trying to spend all of his money and can't. Which is hilarious.
Yeah. For those who don't know, he talks about how difficult it is. He was like, this dude has a $1 billion line of personal credit. And he talks about how he was like, it's hard to spend $1 billion. Trust me, I've tried. Like, he used to give away $100,000 Acuras as like business gifts. In the 90s, he's got like a 50,000 square foot just giant penthouse in Tokyo. And then he gave a bunch, and he's got like the third largest yacht
Yeah.
in the world.
So I'm thinking if you're Larry Ellison, it's like, okay, you can make him pay taxes and no one's going to be upset. But I feel like Elon Musk is actively using his money. So if he's losing half of it or more to taxes, then he's like, that's hurting other people as well.
You also have to look at it as Elon doesn't spend most of
That's
his,
what I mean.
Most of his worth is tied to stock.
Right.
It's not like he has that in cash and he's blowing it on shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he were to be just balling out of control, then it's like, okay, you can tax him more. It's like usable funds that he's using for projects and stuff that are going to employ other people versus a $500 million yacht.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the thing that was funny is he started it with the article came out about Bernie's tax, and then he responded with a meme, classic Elon.
Yeah,
and
classic.
it was about a drinking game that every time the
yeah.
Burnster mentions a free government program, chug somebody else's beer. That was my favorite part. Which that might go along with your plan to get everyone immune. You chug drinking games where you drink somebody else's drink.
Yes. Did we talk about that?
We did, but I think it
got cut out. I can't remember. I listened to it.
Do you want to finish doing this and then we kind of like recap it?
Yeah,
it'd
sure.
be really funny, and I think everyone else should do it. And then anyway, he responds with, every time Elon Musk pokes fun at the government assistance for the 99%, remember that he would be worth nothing without $5 billion in corporate welfare. And it's basically the fact that there's $5 billion out in subsidies for people to buy electric cars. And then Elon just claps back with the $5 trillion dollars of subsidies that the oil and gas industry gets, and then just completely fucking just put him in his place, and then was just like, why aim your attacks at Tesla when we're doing more than any other company on earth to advance green and sustainable energy? And I think it's hilarious because that's another thing that he's for. So it's just like, Bernie, why'd you start this beef to begin with?
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's trying to do things that are like helpful to everyone, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, promote him a little bit.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, hey, thanks for that, I guess.
Well, it's not
Solar
even that,
City
but it's
and
also
all.
the space exploration. It's the fact that he made so many advancements in that. And like, he just got they just won a fucking Air Force contract. They beat out Bezos.
Oh, wow. I didn't know.
SpaceX just got a contract with the Air Force.
Fuck you,
I forget
Bezos.
what it is, but
Not really.
and they were butthurt too. Every government contract they've lost, they've been so butthurt about, and it's been really funny.
Amazon?
Oh yeah,
That's hilarious.
well,
Why?
it's not, I mean, that's Blue Origin for the space thing, but Microsoft won a $10 billion deal with the Pentagon on cybersecurity, and they beat out Amazon, and Amazon was like, "Boo, we're gonna sue you," and they did.
Microsoft?
I think it was the U.S. government, or it might
For
have been
what?
for not picking Amazon.
That is petty.
Yeah.
Kinda
Oh,
awesome.
they're very petty. That's one thing I've learned.
That's so funny.
That's why they fucking scooped up Twitch.
Oh.
They did not need to. I don't even think they were interested for it. They just saw that Microsoft and Google were in a bidding war, and they were just like, all right, we're just going to pay 30% higher than the bids you were going back at in all cash.
Damn.
And just go at it. So yeah, that was entertaining. But do you want to talk about your little COVID boy? Your COVID plan?
Yeah. I don't know if we got to this last episode. I can't remember. So I'll keep it short. But basically, the plan is, and I think it's kind of coming to fruition.
So for those also, by the way, we are actually going to put Colin as the president of LSU to do this.
Right. So yeah, this is assuming I become president of LSU in the next 2 weeks, which I don't think is that much to ask. So I become president of LSU. Step one. Step two is everyone. Okay, so this is one thing. This is an addendum to my plan that was brought to my attention recently. So everyone that is
Last Night specifically by David Gruner.
right, everyone that is without a pre-existing condition, any sort of pre-existing condition, must be housed on campus. So everyone is on campus. It's gonna be like 4 people to a dorm and like 6 people to an apartment. All the on-campus housing is full. Maybe even transfer some classrooms into like bunk rooms and stuff like that.
Or we've heard convert the dorms that were in Tiger Stadium back into dorms.
Right. Yes. So there's actually a second plan that our buddy Jake gave us. So,
Also, I want to say fuck you, David, because I don't think you listen to this, so I'm not shouting you out effectively until you listen to the podcast. So fuck you, David Gruner.
yeah, hey, fuck you, David. Anyway, so everyone's living in the dorms, very close quarters. So step 2 is for the first week of school, we not force, but, gently force every student to have classes in very close proximity. All the tests are taken in Himes all at once. Everyone's all together. And everyone is required for bonding to go to Tigerland and, hang out. And in Tigerland, it is also enforced. For some reason, I'm the president of LSU and I can enforce Tigerland stuff.
Makes sense.
You're forced to get a drink, spit into it, and then give it to someone else. So now everyone has, a gross drink. Oh, yeah, and then you can only take a sip once from your own drink, and then you have to pass it on. So once we have everyone nice and infected, I go, oh, man, everyone's infected. And then we have 2 weeks of quarantine. And after 2 weeks, pretty much everyone will be fine.
And then you
from the
resign.
disease. Yeah, well, yeah. And then everyone will be good, and then we just go back to classes as usual. And we start the school year 3 weeks early so that, we'll basically
everything lines up perfectly.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan.
It's a solid plan.
It's herd immunity is the plan, really.
That and also just waivers. Just get good lawyers, draw up some waivers so we can have football season.
Right.
Which
the other plan was have Ultra Miami in Tiger Stadium, but lock it down so that you can't leave.
And by really Ultra Miami, we just decided that it was just going to be DJ Diesel, which is not D-Sol.
Yeah.
That's the CEO of Goldman Sachs. DJ Diesel, which is Shaq. And just have Shaq and Coach O do a DJ set for 72 hours.
Yeah.
Just in Tiger Stadium. So
and
that would be
all
that.
It's all well drinks, and stuff. Wait,
well
no, I guess
drinks,
that wouldn't spread anything. Not that the goal is to spread the disease or anything.
No, you just give you bring back mint and mango Juul pods. That's all you do. You bring back mint and mango Juul pods.
And everyone is just
yeah, not everyone even needs one. It's just gonna pass.
Yeah,
you're just gonna have a bunch of
we need
Juuls
10 of them, and everyone's gonna hit it.
I just remember when,
dude, mango. I love mango.
I remember when that happened last fall. I remember the first week. It was right as Juul was getting popular, and I remember that like I want to say something crazy like a third of LSU was probably sick because
dude, it was nuts
because it was right when Juuls were at its peak.
Yeah, so
everyone was sharing Juuls.
Yeah, that was so funny, dude. I had a class where it was it's a big class, and I would sit at the back, and you just see puffs of smoke popping up randomly every few seconds, somewhere in class. I'm like, y'all are just in the okay.
Yeah, I remember whenever we would play Munchkin it was me, Jake, Jack, David, Raymond, and Clay, and all 6 of us had Juuls, and we were just fucking chiefing away like degenerates playing Munchkin of all games, and it was the glory days. But now it's not the same.
Yeah, just it's all puff bars and
also I can't buy them.
Oh yeah,
I still have 3 weeks.
It's all puff bars and e-cigarettes and I guess Juuls.
Yeah,
whatever,
But speaking of that, did you see that too? Today the fucking Big Ten went back on what they said.
Did they really?
The Big Ten today went back on what they said last week, and they are postponing their conference football until the spring.
Wait, hold on. What did they say previously?
They said they were going to do. They were one of the people who said they were going to do conference only.
Oh, I thought they canceled it entirely.
No, they pushed it, and they said, or they canceled it for the fall, and they said they're going to try and do it again in the spring.
Oh, okay.
Well,
that's better because they were saying it was
I didn't think the Big Ten was. Mm-hmm. Okay, they were.
Yeah, that was the fear. Everyone was saying.
Well, I know we're still scared because it's up in the air now for us if we're going to... I don't think they said they were going to completely postpone. I thought they were going to push it back another month is what they said.
Okay, I don't know.
The SEC. The SEC talked about how they were going to push it back another month.
Twitter was saying all of the Big Ten leadership was like, yeah, it's canceled. We're just going to not have a season, whatever. And that's when the we want to play thing started popping off. Also shout out Trevor Lawrence for the first time ever. I don't hate him, and it's because he was the very first one to start doing that. He was freaking out. He had the worst arguments ever. He's like, yeah, if we all stay home, there's more likely that we'll catch the disease or something. I'm like, that is a horrible argument. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But anyway, I was like, yeah,
dude,
okay,
if you
sure.
smoke weed, you get high.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you just it hurt. It's let me go wash my hair.
One thing that Blake and I were talking about after they announced that would be insane is it's going to throw off the dynamic if just imagine there's a ton of conferences that are going to cancel completely, and then watch the SEC be like the last one, and then all these students just transfer. And then they go and play at these shitty schools because they're the only ones who can get to play.
Yeah.
Like, how insane would that be? Is it's just like a team like Arkansas just gets half of Ohio State's starting lineup just because
that would be crazy.
Because they're like, well, I want to play, so I might as well go somewhere.
Funny.
Yeah, you just see these shit teams just getting the number one recruits.
Yeah.
For college to start to play.
Ole Miss just becomes like the best team in the nation.
Yeah, no, that would be like Vanderbilt is.
Yeah.
Fucking Vanderbilt just wins a championship because they had
Vanderbilt.
none of their original lineup was from there. So that would be funny, but I mean, I don't know the logistics about them actually being able to go since it's fucking August.
I hope it's they've already said it's all SEC, right? Or
we're SEC. Well, they said, I mean, they might go back.
Yeah, I know that was like the
stupid.
That would be so much fun. I would prefer that almost.
Well, I like that because we're doing our thing on Labor Day weekend in New Orleans. And now we know everyone's going to go because instead of the season being original, they pushed it back to September 26th. So we're going to still be able to go, which, God forbid, all the bars. We're still going. Chase and I are still going for our birthday because we already got the place.
Right, exactly.
So we're going to go to New Orleans.
Right.
Whether everyone else does or not.
Whether we go out and can go anywhere.
Whether we can go out, that is a different story.
Yeah.
But
we will
I'm excited for it. I'm also excited for a fucking beach trip coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Dude, I want to go. I want to just buy a bunch of wood there and just build a full like beer dye table. Just gotta think it'd be funny. Just like spend the whole first day, just like
constructing. Well, dude, if we do our thing where since everyone wanted to get up late and Connor is just like I'm up at 3:30 every morning and we just get up at 3:30 and we
go there, build a beer dye table before everyone
to go in. Yeah, before everyone else gets there. We'll be like, hey, we're just gonna leave our bags here. We're gonna go run to Home Depot. We'll be back.
We've been on the beach for like 4 hours just playing beer dye. We're just tan as Greek gods. Sure. I was trying to go with. Everyone's like, how long have you been out here? Be like, all day. We built this first. We're playing.
You know who's looking really fucking tan that I didn't realize until yesterday? Whenever
Harrison.
Who?
Harrison. That was my guess.
Oh no. Fucking Portnoy.
Really?
Portnoy's just been in the Hamptons for 2 months.
I feel like he's always tan. Is he not?
He's been like really brown, and he's been looking good. But did you see what he did and like the thing he does that's fucking hilarious in relation to so the new T, he's referred to as Suit Man. Do you know?
Yeah. I know of Suit Man.
Suit Man got let go from HBO yesterday.
Okay, so what is the story with Suit Man?
Suit Man was the boyfriend of one of the Call Her Daddy girls, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
and he was the one that was like
trying to do all the deals and whatever.
Yeah, he was the one that was trying to backdoor it and get them their own deal with somebody else. So that's whenever he started like he just went off on him on Twitter and Instagram yesterday because he's just like, oh, you work for a network. I am the network. And like he said, like Portnoy said that. And it was like the fact that he got let go.
Get fucked,
and then even better, my favorite thing is he was showing in an interview that any enemy he makes, he gets their name engraved on a really expensive bottle of champagne. And then whenever he defeats them and publicly, he will publicly record himself drinking it.
Okay, I just saw that video. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he was like, he got a bottle of Dom made with his name engraved on it.
Dude.
And today you just see him, he's just sitting in like a fucking
he did look tan.
Eating watermelon with his bare hand and just drinking champagne Dom from the bottle.
Dude, he is so petty. Like
I know, and it's so fucking funny. It's the one time that I think being that petty is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. The thing is, it's like he like never grew up and then just made it his brand. And it's just okay. Like any other person that acted like that in anything, like if there was another person that acted like that was in any different position at all, everyone would be like, that guy's a piece of shit. It's super annoying. But because he's made that his brand and it's funny.
No, he just committed to it.
Yeah.
It's really the level of commitment that he put that people just respect him for it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, they don't back down. He doesn't apologize.
Yeah,
like, all that shit.
That's so funny. I'm just imagining him with like a girlfriend, and he like backs into her car, and he's just like, okay, and she's like, you're not gonna say sorry. And he's like, I can't. He's like, I want to, but I can't. I don't apologize.
Sorry, I know none of you for all you audio listeners out there, which is all of you. I'm a 4-year-old child and just spilled water all over my shirt.
You did. It's very funny.
It's probably really funny. I was just like drinking water. I'm like, I'm spilling this.
I'm just watching him wipe it up while I said the whole thing.
Yeah, I was thinking the only thing that would be similar to that is he changed for a good reason, and he could have gotten away with committing to it. But I think Eminem could have committed to the Slim Shady persona.
Yeah.
And it probably would have worked. But he was like, I want to be a good dad, so I can't do all this crazy shit. So, yeah.
He also got hella political, which was kind of weird.
Orange man bad.
Orange man bad. Awfully hot coffee pot type shit. No, yeah, he got really way too political, I feel like. Which was such a weird
thing for Eminem.
Yeah, right. It seemed like Eminem's like a I don't give a fuck kind of.
Yeah, that's what he was
like
for the longest time.
His character is like this crazy, not always like party fun, but like dark.
It was it was dark, twisted humor. That was like his whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's like very serious, and he lost the humor. That was
the Slim Shady. He stopped doing Slim Shady.
Yeah,
which was his alter ego.
Right.
I mean, it's the same thing with Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator's not as funny because he doesn't do Wolf Haley anymore.
Oh,
that was his like alter. Yeah,
gotcha.
But I guess it's also because his alter ego was very homophobic, and then like Tyler's kind of, I guess he's bi.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah,
he's been like trying to say that for a long time, but everyone's
like,
people
just been like
what?
alluding at it, and I was like, it's not very black and white.
Yeah,
it's very gray.
Never said it.
It's very gray.
Yeah. Damn, just like sexuality, bro. Oh, big brain time.
That's fucking crazy.
Just rip that metaphorical bong.
Oh, I thought you were sucking that metaphorical dick.
No, not exactly. I mean, I guess, yeah. You know what? That kind of works too.
Which also, by the way, Meredith brought this up, and I never thought of this, but it's just like, why is it called a blowjob? You don't blow. She said she spends 45 minutes a day wondering about that.
Wow, every day?
Yeah.
Damn. I hope we can alleviate some of that pain. Because I Googled this one time. And I believe it was because it was funny, and it didn't make any sense.
That's exactly it. That makes
no,
that makes a lot of sense.
I actually don't remember. It didn't make a lot of sense. Like the reason is not like duh, but
okay.
Oh God, I can't remember.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because it also has like when you say "suck me off," it's like that makes sense.
Blow me.
Ha ha. Blow me. What is that? Oh, that's fucking Nana by Chance the Rapper.
Okay.
What?
Though only from mythology, the first documented blowjob was between the Egyptian god king Osiris and his sister-turned-wife Isis.
Oh, yeah. We love that sister-wife blowjob. Nothing like getting head from that sister-turned-wife in ancient Egypt. What?
It could be from a time in England when prostitutes were known as blowsies.
That makes a lot more sense. That makes way more sense. And also, it's less creepy than getting some sloppy top from your sister.
Yeah, right.
So
as Osiris May from Isis. Wait, was that her name?
Probably. Isis was a goddess, an Egyptian goddess, but
it was also the name of. It is Isis. Remember when Archer named their agency ISIS, and then it was like, they just changed it for absolutely no reason.
What do you mean? They never changed it?
They did.
They wrote it off the show.
Right.
Yeah, good point.
That's
probably why they took that. That's actually probably. Okay, well, fuck the Islamic State for like ruining our favorite show, because since they did that, the first season was all right, and it's been very mid since.
Yeah,
and I've been very disappointed with that.
Yeah,
I don't know. Watching it recently, and I was like, this isn't funny.
The next season, he comes out. Spoiler. Oh God, maybe I shouldn't spoil this. Whatever. At the end of the season,
he's been in a coma for like 3 seasons.
He comes out of the coma at the end of this season, I think. So it should be the end of that.
That means I need to finish watching this season. I can't make it.
I'm about to just watch the last episode and not worry about it.
Yeah, I'll probably do that too. We can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, the first episode I watched and I was like, this is just
Yeah.
Like it's just not the same.
They're just running out of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
They should have just ended the show.
They should have.
I feel like they should have just wrapped it with that. But.
Yeah. I mean, It would have been a great. They should have done one more season, and then just ended it. Because it's like he goes in a coma. Maybe do a couple offshoot episodes, like
Yeah, don't make it a whole season.
right, 5 or 6 offshoot episodes, and then give 2 episodes to wrap up. That's it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see. Since it's been like 3 weeks since I brought this up, I don't even want to talk about the Fear City doc, which it's pretty good. If you want to go watch it. The biggest takeaway I took is the fact that there was this law.
What is the Fear City doc?
It's okay, yeah. The Fear City doc is it's like a 3-part docuseries on
I love docuseries.
on the FBI taking down the mob in New York. And the way they got him is with the RICO case, or the RICO law, which the R stands for racketeering. That's what the song RICO was theoretically about. Drake and Meek Mill,
okay.
As it stands for, because it's an acronym.
I thought it meant because it was rich or something.
No,
in
it's
Spanish.
Well, it probably is a double entendre there, but no, it has to do with racketeering, which is basically like, which is weird because I think it has more to do with conspiracy than it does, and it's a way of charging like everyone as a whole. Which is because they can never get.
Oh, because you can only get one guy at a time.
That's the point. Is they can never connect the top guys to it, and that's how they can. Because they had hundreds of guys.
Oh, that's really interesting.
So but here's the thing. The law was written in the 70s, and they didn't know how to use. Had no idea what the fuck to do with it until the 90s. Like they literally had to bring in the fucking FBI and sit them down at a Cornell law class as this professor was like, "Hey, this is how you use this law," and like they had to basically go to law school to understand how to use it so they could convict them.
That's interesting.
They had 2 guys on there that were that were like former mob guys. One of them he just was tatted up old Italian dude in his like 60s, maybe even his 70s. No, he's probably 60s, but just had a sleeveless shirt, and he was like a boxer and a hitman. He looked like a hardcore dude back in his heyday. But whenever he was there, it was like the TMG thing where I just kept seeing this dude, and I'm like, I'm waiting for him to be like, I like dudes, I like dicks, I'm gay, and just he was doing that, and it was like the vibe. It was like, this is weird hearing you talking about this now, even though you were a badass then.
Yeah.
The other guy, though, that's who I wanted to talk about. Michael Francis, I think is how you say his last name.
Luca Giangretti.
He is like the only guy of his status to just walk away. He was never a rat, and he didn't get killed, and he didn't get life in prison. He served like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And he was...
I mean, it's still a long time, but like, damn.
Well, yeah, but like, okay, his dad was an underboss. Was the underboss of the Colombo crime family.
Okay.
In New York.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's one of the 5 families. But underboss is your number 2.
Okay.
Like if he was there long enough, he would have been made boss, very likely.
Gotcha.
Especially because but apparently the boss of that family died in 2019. So that's why he also didn't get to, because
but do they still exist?
They're nowhere near as like what they were though.
Okay.
But anyway, first off, what's insane is he talked about some of the shit he talked about was just wild. He had a scheme where he had a bunch of companies set up that would say that they were collecting the taxes on oil. And they were just pocketing it, and they were making like $10 million a week for like 8 years.
A week?
$10 million a week for 8 years.
That is insane.
Yeah,
Wait, how? Wait, I'm confused. What do you mean they're collecting the taxes on oil?
Okay, so oil has an excise tax on it.
Okay.
An excise tax, which whenever it first explained to me, I looked back into it. It was explained horribly because that's not an excise tax. Is a per unit tax.
Okay.
So it's not like a whole tax. It's like you get taxed on how many gallons.
Okay.
You sell or whatever, or like, yeah, because it's a gas station.
Okay.
So they partnered with a bunch of people, like the Russian mob. The Russian mob owned a few gas stations, and like they had a network of them that they owned as a way of like diversifying their money.
Right.
And he went to them and he was like, "Hey, look, they don't really know how to do this," and he found a way, and it took him 8 years to catch him.
Okay.
Like, or for them to like get him to stop doing it, but they basically set up these companies that would like collect the tax for the gas station, or it was like a joint venture they did with the gas station or whatever. So they would just collect the tax and pocket it.
And then just not pay the tax.
And what would happen is they had so many of these spread out that they would just have one, and the government would be like, hey, where's our money? Like, we don't have it, we don't have it, we don't have it. And then they finally shut them down because they didn't pay.
Yeah.
And they're like, cool, now we got these 8 other ones. Just keep doing the same thing. And they just keep, and they just kept doing that. And they apparently, there's probably more to it, but this is all he said. They just couldn't figure it out for 8 years. So,
wow.
So they were just making $10 million a week. And
that is insane. That is an insane amount of money.
He's apparently the largest mob earner since Al Capone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, from just doing that?
Yeah.
Damn, that is such
$10 million a week.
That's an insane amount of money.
That's what, $520 million a year?
Yeah.
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 Wow. That.
Yeah, that was some solid math there.
Yeah, not on my part. I was like, what?
But yeah, he did that, so that was insane. Second, his dad went to jail for fucking 50 years.
Okay.
Got out at 97.
Oh my god.
And got sent back for another 5 years at 97 years old.
Oh, for what? What do you do? What do you do at 97?
Oh, he was the fucking underboss, so he got out and he started going back.
Oh,
and he fucking
don't go.
His son fucking testified against him, wore a wire, and not this dude, but his brother, the dude's brother. And he got him and like took the stand against him. They sent him back to jail. He got out at 102 years old. He died like a few months after that, but the fact that he still lived to 102 years old is fucking insane. That is so funny.
Dude, if I'm 97 and I get out, it's like, yeah, maybe the mob's going to kill me, but I'm 97.
No, the mob wasn't going to kill him because he didn't rat. His dad didn't rat. His dad was so full mob. His son, though, the dude, he never ratted. He helped give them like the background information, but he never specifically testified on any cases.
Gotcha.
So he filled in all the blanks with that. And also, his dad put out a hit on him, or like signed off on a hit for him.
Good.
So yeah, it's insane. But he's got a podcast now. I saw him on DJ Vlad. I don't know if you've seen DJ Vlad on, which I've actually been getting into some of his interviews. They're pretty interesting. But yeah, that's where I found out on him. So
that's
nutty. That was that.
It's wild. I think I'm gonna watch that. That seems really interesting.
Fear City.
Yeah. Have you finished the Epstein doc?
Yes, we did. Brad is a savage.
Yeah,
Brad is literally. By episode 4, I was not paying attention because I was like, "Let's go, Brad!"
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Brad is the lawyer for all the victims in Florida.
For a bunch of the victims, not all of them, but like
most of the ones in Florida, like in Palm Beach.
Big portion.
And he was just such a good dude.
Yes.
And he's kind of an alpha, so
yeah,
he was just. You just see him walking with all these women just into the courthouse in New York.
Yeah,
just
awesome.
Just a savage. So
I felt empowered.
It was that one thing. First off, I will take back what I said earlier. Epstein was a lot richer than I realized.
Yep.
Yeah, because I mean the fact that he moved over $500 million just to his island,
dude. When they were like, yeah, we will pay any amount of money to get bail or whatever.
That was also insane. Is 200? He was willing to drop $100 million on bail. That is fucking ridiculous. I don't know anyone.
They went up to like 600 million, right? Or something like that.
I don't know. I thought 200 was the most.
Okay, I don't remember.
But that's still a retarded amount. Sorry, I'm saying that because that is absurd. I'm not sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, an absurd amount. Yeah, he had a lot of money. The guy was. And okay, so did you get to the prince?
I mean, we finished it.
You haven't finished it?
No, we finished it. So yeah.
Yeah, I meant like, okay, yeah, I don't know why I said that. The whole Prince Andrew thing, that was nuts.
Yeah.
And he's just like, no, that didn't happen. And then she's like, look at this picture. Yes, it did. And he's like,
I don't sweat. He was more offended that she said he sweated a lot than the fact that she accused him that he raped her.
Right. Dude, the whole doc was crazy. Man, there was something I wanted to talk to you about, but I don't remember what it was.
Like also, I don't know what it is by like
about this.
I mean, besides the royal family, I mean, yeah, they do have bad teeth because that's like legally required when you're British.
Yeah, British people.
But I don't know what it is that it's like, wow, they actually look pretty good young. And it's like, you look fucking horrible now when you get
by
older.
Like 30, they look...
Because I was like, the redheaded motherfucker, whatever, Harry, is that? Yeah, I was like, he's all right. I mean... He looked better a little bit when he was younger, but like seeing his like older brother, I was like, oh, he didn't look bad. And then it was just like, oh my god,
dude, I don't understand Okay, I don't know if we talked about this last episode, but as soon as I get any money, if I'm like losing my hair plugs immediately.
Yeah, 100%. At first I was like, oh, I would be okay with just starting to shave my head because I think the bald beard look is a move.
Oh yeah.
But
so
then
far.
I never accounted for the fact that whenever I actually tried to grow my facial hair out over quarantine, that I can't grow my facial hair out.
Right.
So my plan is out for that. I can't grow a beard like some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So
I don't know
that's
why-
out. Yeah, no, I'm 100% getting hair plugs. Fuck
yeah.
that.
It's like any cosmetic surgery, as long as you don't look ridiculous.
Elon Musk, perfect example.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, whatever.
I love how every fucking. I appreciate some of them, but some of them are really shitty. All those shitty fake business motivational accounts on Instagram. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
That those exist?
No.
Well, one of them is like, they're like, Elon Musk is so rich that his hair started growing back. I was like, no, fuck
No,
you.
it
He
didn't.
just got hair
Got
plugs.
hair plugs.
That's exactly what happened. Because I mean,
'Cause you
everyone's
can.
seen the pictures where
Yeah.
he was balding, and then
Yeah,
ta-da,
those
he has
PayPal
hair.
days.
It's just like, no, that's so stupid.
Yeah. That's
And I
not
get
how it
mad
works.
because I get mad at all of them because that's all my explore pages,
Uh-huh.
and they just all use the same content, and it's just like this is the 80th time I've seen this. Get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no. I mean, if I'm in the royal family and I've got whatever $2 billion in assets, yeah, I'm gonna get hair plugs.
Also, fucking, I mean, I don't think I'd necessarily get like plastic surgery, but
I'm gonna train her.
braces,
Yeah.
the easiest thing to get.
And you can get it like, oh yeah,
You can get Invisalign now.
Yeah.
You don't even need fucking braces.
yeah, you can just get surgery and have it just
Just have jaw surgery.
yeah, and then get a personal trainer and then like get a dietitian. That's you
I'm
can
not
get
even saying
all
for
of those
that.
things.
I'm
That's
not
what
even.
well,
Well, you can, but I'm just saying like the British problem
yeah,
is just their teeth.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's the teeth is so easy. It's not
just
like
go to
this
the
is.
dentist.
Yeah,
or the
it's-
orthodontist.
It's
whatever.
not like this is some mystery that no one has solved yet. It's how
Yeah.
the fuck do we get good teeth?
Yeah,
It's like no. It's like no.
Yeah,
We've
this has been solved.
this has been solved for decades.
How the fuck do we straighten these? Oh well, guess I can't.
I guess I'll go invade a country.
Guess go take over most of the world. Yeah, I agree, dude. If I was their kind of rich, I would be hot as fuck, like crazy hot. You know?
Well, they realize that they're just gonna start marrying into because Meghan Markle or whatever. She's
True.
pretty fine.
True.
She's really fine.
Yeah, them kids are gonna be cuter, a faux show.
And even fucking what's his name before he cheated on her and they probably got divorced. The
Don't
older
know.
one.
Don't really keep up with the royal family.
Yeah, but neither do I. So anybody else want to help us with that with all those names?
Drop them in the comments.
Which also I still love how the fact that what is it? Princess Diana is still relevant and she died like 30 years ago.
Is she relevant?
She is too relevant for dying 30 years ago.
Okay, that's fair.
So that's really all I mean.
Yeah.
It's just like let it go. Just let it go.
I have no idea what you mean by that at all.
First off, have you ever been to Walmart and seen those fucking garbage ass magazines that are at the checkout?
Yeah.
The fact that Princess Diana is still on those is just like why? She died in the 90s. Get the
Wow.
fuck out of here.
I didn't know that.
I think she died in the 90s. But yeah, it's the fact that it was just like get over it. It's
Yeah.
not
it's
important.
not that deep.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about her.
So one thing I need to play it for you so you can listen to it. But TMG on their episode last week, they talked about this dude or this girlfriend was like concerned because this dude wanted to drop out of law school to like focus on his sports podcast or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, and they were talking about advice on
Of
starting a
law
podcast.
school?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Yeah. No, you finish your thing first.
And they were like, don't do it because they were like, hey, we already had an audience and all this shit. But yeah, it just makes sense. I mean, even with us doing this, I want this to work and I want to put a lot of time into it, but it's also like, I'm not just going to only do this.
Yeah. Yeah, a podcast is a horrible way to make money. Horrible.
No, it's a good way if you can get to that point.
yeah, if you're huge. If you're like TMG and you have two people who already have their own separate large audiences, put them together into a podcast, and you're already very familiar with like doing things
That's
online and like being an internet comedian kind of thing.
That's true, because one of the things they said is like it's so hard to just build, like it's hard to build an audience for a podcast from scratch.
Yeah.
Because they said like things for like YouTube is there's an engine behind it to recommend it. If people are
Right.
liking it, YouTube's gonna keep recommending it.
Yeah.
They're like they don't have that. Like that's not the same for
Yeah.
podcasts. So
Podcasts. It's first of all, you make very little money unless you have a lot of listeners. You're not going to get a lot of listeners by having a podcast. You know, like a podcast is not a good way to create.
yeah, because it's
more
too long term unless it's
Yeah.
shorter content.
In directly from TMG, they don't have any listeners who weren't originally from YouTube. Like YouTube is almost an advertising platform for them to get them to go to Patreon for their podcast.
Yeah.
And so like if you're trying to build an audience by going from podcast to like from no viewers to having a large podcast takes a lot more effort.
Because it's all
than
word of
worth.
mouth.
Yeah.
It's all word of mouth.
Yeah. Or you can just advertise your podcast, but I've seen
You need money behind that.
yeah,
to
you
do
need
that
a
too.
lot. Like I've seen podcast advertisements and I'm like, why would anyone click on this? Like, you know?
You'd have to do it smart. I'd eventually like to do that,
Yeah.
but not in that way.
Yeah, well, I think you have to I don't know. Podcasts that I want to listen to, I already know about. You know?
Yeah.
It's like Joe Rogan, you know? Joe Rogan is a famous comedian. And everyone knows him from a stand-up. So it's like, yeah, I'll watch this podcast. Bert and Tom, they're famous comedians. They're
Yeah,
really funny. I
yeah.
want to watch the podcast. People who are like, what's his name?
Santino?
No. I forgot his name. He's on NPR. He's a podcaster for NPR. He has a crazy amount of production value, so I guess that's different. But if you have a ton of production value and you're getting all these crazy guests on, he got like, he always gets like new business people on there,
Okay.
like the CFO of Airbnb, something like that.
Oh, Nate Blachar. No, he's the tech guy.
No, maybe it was that guy.
Nate Blacharsky or whatever.
Could have been. It was one of the Airbnb guys.
Was it him, Brian Chesky, or I don't remember the other?
I
Or,
can't remember.
or is it Nate Gibbia?
I don't know.
No,
I don't remember
Brett
which
Gibbia.
one it was. It was one of the.
Brian Chesky's the bodybuilder, so
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
remember him.
Yeah. I can't remember who was talking though, because I couldn't see
Yeah.
him. But yeah, unless you have something really incredible like that, where you have this huge network behind you, NPR,
To
or
push it,
people already
yeah.
know about you because you're a famous comedian or whatever.
Yeah, it helps with an audience. I mean, for me, I don't know about you, what your like kind of goal with this is, but I kind of want to just outlast everyone.
Yeah, right.
I think it's out of the
right.
pure
And then commitment is
the
is
pure.
other thing.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it. Is being okay with the fact that we just have fun doing this, so
Yeah.
we're gonna do this regardless. But
Yeah.
it's just the fact that I think people will really take us serious if we get like hundreds of episodes under our belt, and they're like, "Wow, these dudes have been doing it for how long?"
Right.
I obviously, if they're doing it for this long, it must be good. So
Yeah.
they might
Yeah,
go
I
and
think.
listen to it.
Oh, I was thinking.
And then it's just 200 episodes of absolute garbage.
Yeah, dog shit. Everyone's
It's
just like, what?
6ix9ine. Stop. It's like, why are they talking about 6ix9ine again? This man got murdered 3 years ago.
Yeah. Basically, that's gonna be us. But no, yeah. One other thing is it's like rapping. You know, it's like supply and demand. You know, all things are supply and demand. If you decide you want to start rapping, dude, you better have an audience already because you are going to not have any listeners. Like nobody cares that you think you're good at rapping unless you already have an audience. Because there are
it's-
so
yeah.
many other dudes already doing that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and
that's
women.
where the people like the content comes, like the amount
Yeah.
you put out,
Right.
which is why NBA YoungBoy is so big because that man puts out music.
Right.
That man drops like 4 projects a year,
Yeah.
and Young Thug used to do that too.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same with podcasts. It's like anyone can start a podcast. And it, I think the thing about dropping out for a podcast, that is insane. If you're going to law school, and
yeah,
you're like-
especially law school, maybe
It's
regular.
Not, well, okay.
Law school, it's like you're already over the hump. You're on the
Yes,
downward stretch.
Straight
Like,
up. But I mean, okay, you do all the editing and all that. But how many hours per week would you say you put into this?
Probably no more than 5.
So imagine you're in law school. If you're you're awake for like 100 and something hours a week. If you can't put literally 5, unless he's recording every single day.
I mean, I
could
don't
be
know.
it.
I don't
If he's
know.
recording every day, then that's totally different. But in that case, I wouldn't
I
put
don't
all your
think
eggs
so,
in that basket.
Well, the thing that was funny is the girl never mentioned the name of the podcast, and they wanted to shout him out. Like they were gonna shout out the podcast that he had. But because they're in their other defenses, they're like, hey, don't drop out. But they were also like, hey, you can make money off a podcast. Look at us.
Yeah.
Look at us, fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're making $800,000 a year
That's
off
nuts.
of Patreon, which
insane.
is fucking ridiculous. They have to be one of the most successful like people on Patreon.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I don't know.
I'd be interested.
I never have been to Patreon except to check how much they earn, and I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, there's some people with like thousands of subs on Patreon that are like making, I don't know, selling feet. I don't know. Like,
I mean, yeah,
weird stuff that's like
yeah
gets huge on Patreon. Just 'cause
Yeah.
it's, I think Patreon's a great platform. That's
So do
just a
I,
random
but,
little thought.
Anyway, the next thing I wanted to talk about, though, that I think has been really funny is our beef with Manscaped.
Oh yeah.
So for those who don't know, Manscaped declined us to be partners, so we can't be like
fucked up.
every other podcast. So Blake took that into his hands to just start beefing with Manscaped, and anytime we mention it, I think he publicly tweets at them, calling them out. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" But that's a good thing because I picked this up from 50 Cent's audiobook, which I might talk about more once I finish it. I've got like 2 chapters left. But he talks about how his motto is, if we can't be friends, can we at least be enemies? And his thinking behind that is, as a way of him staying relevant and creating buzz, is if he's not friends with you, he wants to beef with you because that's how you stay relevant, and that's how you. That's why he's got into so many beefs.
Yeah,
because he's like they've
literally
never
always
been
beefing with
actual
people.
beefs.
Yeah,
it's just been shit to create buzz.
Yeah,
and
remember
it allows him to keep
you saw the Will
pushing
Smith
stuff.
thing?
No,
Dude, that was so fucking funny. He's hold on. Dude, I gotta find this tweet. It was hilarious. I thought I brought this up during the podcast.
I mean, he's done some insane shit. I mean, he was best friends with Floyd Mayweather, but he's also like fucking with Floyd Mayweather and being like, Floyd, I will donate $50,000 to charity if you can read like one page
Dude, that was
of
so
a fucking
funny.
Harry Potter book. Which, God, Floyd Mayweather is pretty fucking stupid. So, and is actually illiterate. Floyd Mayweather has to be the richest illiterate person out there.
Hold on. Okay, this is what he said. He said, "Yo, Will, you all right over there?" He says, "Yes, I'm cool. Appreciate your concern, my brother." He said, "But why did she tell you that shit on a show for everyone to see?" And he said, "We broke up, so she did her and I did me." And he said, then she said, "Only she can give permission for someone to blow her back out." And it's just the shrugging emoji. And then Will Smith goes, "Fuck you, 50." And he said, "Wait, what did I do?"
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's beefed with fucking everyone, but like not most of it hasn't been like legit.
That's really funny.
At least that I'm learning, because like he's also the type of person that
he got shot 9 times. Remember that?
It's also that was legit.
Was that real beef?
That was when he was still hood. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if that was real beef or
before
not.
He blew up.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, he got shot 9 times. I assume that would be real beef.
Yeah. Which at first I was like, he mentions that all the time. Get over it. But it's like, no, if I got shot 9 times, I would milk the fuck out of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That is so
I got
hard.
shot once. Every person I meet, I'm like,
He got shot through the cheek. Like,
I thought he got shot in the leg a bunch.
he did too. Well, I mean, he got shot. There's still 8 other places the
Well,
bullet could have.
yeah,
8 other places he could have been shot.
Dude, I would be okay. So, a long time ago, there's some kid our age who do you remember when on like Segan or something, someone like jumped out and started shooting at his girlfriend or something?
No, but that's insane.
Okay, so he got out of his car and like started shooting at his girlfriend. Some guy like our age got out of his car to like try to stop it, and he shoots him like a couple of times. Dude, apparently he had it on his like Tinder, on his Instagram, on like everything. He was gassing up. I'm like, I would totally do that. I would be milking that so hard. Every class I go into,
I got shot for love.
Yeah.
Have sex with me.
Yeah, dude. I would be like, oh man. I'd be in a class and I'd be talking to someone new. I'm just like, yeah. Oh, you're finance? Oh, cool. I got shot 2 times. That hurt. It's kind of, and they're like, oh, really? And you're like, yeah. That's the perfect conversation starter for everything. You're like, yeah, I got shot.
What do you want to drink? Oh, I got shot twice.
Hey, I got shot twice. Oh, really? Did
Do you have a song request? Yeah, I got shot twice. Who's
wait,
it by?
what?
No, I just got shot twice.
That's crazy, bro. You really got shot twice? Everything. No one's ever gonna be like, okay. You know, everyone's gonna be like, holy fuck, bro. Did it hurt?
Everyone's going to say that except for the small amount of people that'll be like, if you don't stop saying that, you're about to get shot 3 times.
That would be awesome. No, but I can't blame the guy, you know? If I'm getting shot,
9
I'm
times.
gonna profit off of that a little bit.
That's true. One thing that was really funny also, that the final thing I'll say with that is he's in ridiculous shape. And he showed it in his first album, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
But then he toured a ton, and he wasn't as disciplined for that he lost a little bit. So for the second album, he had to set the precedence of keep it. So before he fully got back in shape, he still didn't have it. So what he did is he just took a picture of himself and then took black marker and just drew in the defining features. So he looks like a fucking cartoon character, and it's really funny.
Nice.
But I don't know if you have anything else you want to say, or you want to wrap this boy up.
We can wrap it up here, bro.
You know, talk about some more. So, we might be behind after this because we're about to do a double, and we're about to go to the beach. So, might be a while before you hear from us, even though we'll still be sticking to the schedule. So, apologize.
We'll just be a little bit out of date.
Yeah, we'll just be out of touch
news.
for a little bit.
But next one, an exciting one. Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, be ready.
Eyes and ears.
All right.
Buttholes too.
So. Yeah, make sure you share this with everyone. If you've got shot, make sure you share that with everyone.
Yeah. Milk the shit out of it.
Do
everything you can.
Yeah, do everything you can, and then also go listen to our podcast. So yeah, we look forward to seeing you next time, and
thanks for coming to this
share
Let's
with
Play of Orc Survival Evolved. Later, boys.
Later.